Another big thing for me today was that we got the first trailer for Resident Evil Requiem. So first of all, what's funny is if you go back and look at my Summer Games Fest stream from earlier today, I could tell it was a Capcom game just from the trailer, right? Yeah, I know what the RE trailer looks like. I mean, the RE engine looks like. And I was like, oh, this is Resident Evil. And when he said Ashford, or Ash, what is the name again? I forget. Anyway, I was like, that sounds really familiar. Now, I haven't played Outbreak in a long time. But this is the main, one of the main characters of Resident Evil 9 is going to be the daughter of a character from Resident Evil Outbreak, which was Alyssa, I think Ashford. But I was like, that sounds familiar. But then her boss says, I thought he said Alessa, and I was like, what the hell? Like, that's Silent Hill, not Resident Evil. So it really threw me for a loop for a sec, just because I misheard something. So, you know, I didn't really know what this was until, like, for sure, until the RPD showed up in the trailer. But anyway, let's watch it, and then we'll go through it real quick. I don't have as much to say, but I do think I know what the plot is. Maybe. I mean, like, it may or may not be what they're doing, but there is some interesting stuff in here. I'm not going to look at it too much, because it is literally just a quick little... I mean, they're really holding it close to the vest. But anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's check this out. I saw one guy, one streamer, very popular streamer, I don't want to name drop, but say that, what is this, an X-Files game? And I'm not going to lie, I would play an X-Files game. They should do that. But yeah, I could just tell from the hair and like just the way things looked, I was like, this is an RE engine game. Isn't that crazy? I've played enough like that I can just recognize like this is an RE engine game.
Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
It's Ashcroft, yeah. Not Ashford.
Coming.
Yeah, video game graphics are getting kind of crazy though. Like the little details in this are really what gets me. We'll look at it in a second, but like I said, ill looks really crazy, so that's why it's not
If this is about the report you
out of the
asked
realm of
for
possibility
yesterday,
for it to look like
it'll be
that.
ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime
At first I
scene.
thought it would be Ashley that we play as in this, but
The Renwood Hotel.
nope.
I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Okay, so this actually was what I was most impressed by. So this graphically is crazy. Like, look at all the sweat and stuff on her face. It's kind of nuts, man. It looks really good.
What is this? Hey! Help!
Stay close.
All right, these voice lines, by the way, we'll talk about them in a sec.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's
Yeah,
gone.
yep. Look at this. Isn't this cool? What a good idea for a 30th anniversary video game.
Stay away from that!
And I love this. This is very like RE2 remake right here. That zombie stuff. But they are bringing back zombies to go against, which is pretty cool. It really makes me wonder, like, and it comes out so soon. Like February 27th, 2026. What day of the week is that, by the way? Let's see. That is a Friday. That comes out really soon. We're definitely going to see gameplay really quick, and it comes out on, you know, the usual stuff, PS5, Xbox, and Steam. But there is some stuff I want to talk about real quick. Granted, let's try to hold things pretty close to the vest. So we're playing as Grace at least one of the main characters is Grace Ashcroft. Now, one thing I want to stop is right here. Well, not stop, but like just go over it. So look at the detail that they put into the character work here. First of all, this crap, this desk area, insanely detailed. I really love it. And at first I thought maybe we're playing as like an older Ashley or something, or maybe even Ethan's daughter aged up because it's FBI. They got blonde hair. I mean, you know, and it's Resident Evil 9, and we just had RE4, but then we also had Village and the Village DLC. But it is Grace Ashcroft, who's, you know, daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft. That means Outbreak is canon, so that's cool. But one thing I was want to talk about is, like, so she's like, before this, she was sitting in her chair, like, you know, with both her feet in there. And the detail here when she stands up is pretty cool. Like, I like that Capcom adds details like this. So she goes to get up, and she like slips her shoe back on because it was coming off. And I think that's pretty dope. I'm going to pause it right here because this looks really great. Like, the RE engine is getting really good as far as like details and stuff like this go. But he's talking to her about her mom. And I have a theory here about the overall plot of this game. My theory is that whoever this guy who killed her mom is, we'll get to it in a sec. Like 8 years ago.
If this is about the 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that.
Okay,
now.
hang on. Actually, hang on. He's going to say something important here that clued me into what this game might be about. So,
We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
okay. So my theory is, and the reason why they decided to make Outbreak canon as well, it's not just because of fan demand and stuff, although that's probably a huge factor in it. And I would not be surprised if the Outbreak games re-release sometime in the near future, whether it's a remake or a remaster or something. I mean, I just feel like there's no way that they have her and Alyssa Ashcroft be like central figures of RE9 without doing that before it comes out. Or maybe even close to when this comes out. And I think that Capcom's going to have a pretty huge year for Resident Evil next year since it's the 30th anniversary. Beyond just the movie coming out. But my theory is that there's a guy, this hooded figure, or maybe it's the guy who was sitting in the chair. Maybe they're the same person, who knows. Killing people who survived the Raccoon City incident. Which would mean that Leon, Jill, Carlos, and maybe Claire could all be in this game, or at least like reference, and probably Ada as well if Leon is there. And they did talk about how this is a huge game, but
Now I need a good technical analyst on
you
this.
know, this is pretty interesting. And she clearly gets caught at some point, so someone's got to save her.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Hang on, there's some flashy stuff they do here. You can actually see Alyssa in the RE engine glory here real quick.
I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Yeah, ah, dang. But that's my theory anyway. I don't know for sure, you know. Like it could be that they're not doing that at all, right? And that's fine if they aren't. I don't even care. Like if I'm wrong, cool. That's actually dope. That gives me, you know, if I'm right, then that's dope too, actually, because that's a cool storyline. But you can see her right here, Alyssa Ashcroft in RE engine, which is cool. This is a better shot of her. She's got her jacket and stuff, flashlight going on. Anyway, yeah, so I want to go over some voice stuff because there's some voices I recognized, and I think it means what I think it means.
Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was even
It's
better
time for you
actually.
to face the past.
God, man, they do such a good job with their character stuff, man.
Grace.
It's crazy. All right, so she gets captured, and like I said, this is insanely detailed. Like, what the hell, bro? Like her hair and stuff is still definitely got that RE engine vibe to it, but my goodness gracious, this face model right here, along with like, oh, look at all the sweat and stuff dripping, and like the lip detail and stuff. It's insane how detailed this is. It's kind of nuts. I'm kind of worried about my PC in the future. I'm not gonna lie.
What is this? Hey! Help!
But this probably should include me in that it was Resident Evil right here, this shot. I mean, this is such a typical RE shot, but I wonder where this is.
Stay close.
Okay, this Stay Close is Nicole Tompkins' voice, I'm pretty sure, which means it's probably Jill, but it could be a different character.
They're coming.
And that they're coming is also her as well.
I know now that you're...
This guy right here, he's either the hood. I think the hooded guy we see earlier and this guy are the same dude. But I think this guy is killing people who survived the Raccoon City incident. And why is he doing that? I don't know. I mean, you know, why does anybody do anything in Resident Evil games, right?
You're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Now that investigating all these strange deaths, line could be Leon. I'm not like super sure, but this upcoming voice in a sec, like really sounds a lot like the guy who does what was his name, Jason Schreier or something.
We need to keep our voices down.
Does Carlos and
Have you
Chris's?
seen the same
Yeah.
shit I've seen?
Yeah, hang on.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Yeah, that's definitely it. If like my theory about the plot is true, then it's definitely Carlos and not Chris, because Chris was not in Raccoon City when when shit went down.
Please know that you are my hope.
I don't know who that is.
Everyone's gone.
I don't know who that is either. I don't know who this dude is either, but he ain't having a good time. Now this right here, I actually saw someone online say this, and actually good catch on this person. Now that I paused it, maybe they're right. What the? Hang on. All right, let me mute it and we'll slow it down. Someone said that this thing on the wall, crawling down the wall here, might be Lisa Trevor, who somehow survived the events of the first game, and the nuke, like the mansion exploding and the nuke, which would kind of I guess makes sense, because when she jumps off in the remake, I mean, they established that she's like indestructible basically, and also when she jumps down, she could just be like in a cave system somewhere underground. So, but let's look at this slowed down to see if this person online has anything that they're saying that could be true. I mean, I will say it could be anything, you know what I mean? Like, but I think maybe people are just saying that, I mean, like, you know, let's just have some fun here. It could be Lisa Trevor, and she could be like even more mutated, and maybe she's the oh, this is in the RPD, I think. So maybe the statue right here, maybe I think I remember from RPD. I don't know. I mean, she's got the chains on around her thing here. It's maybe female figure, who knows? But yeah. So maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Who knows? In August we'll get some more details, because it's apparently gonna be playable at Gamescom, so that's cool. And then this poor guy right here just getting, I gotta say, looks really real. It's kind of crazy. Once again, man, the RE engine just gets better every year. And you do hear some chains there, actually. But it could just be the zombie is chained up. And he needs some dental work real bad, actually. And I like how the 9 flashes here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, though, that's the Resident Evil announcement. And, you know, it comes out really soon. It'll be here really quick. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. And all that good stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this later. But anyway, guys, it's time to play some video games.